Alright, so today is April 19th, and Dan and I split his hive last week on April 10th, on Tuesday. Today we're going to get back in here and check his hive, see how well it's recovered. Bees are flying right now. It's a little chilly today, about 55 degrees right now. But we are also going to get into the split that we did. So this is our split. We split four brood frames into this split. So we're going to crack it open today and look for queen cells and see if they've got multiple queen cells. If there are multiples, then hopefully we will split one of them off into this other hive here and get two splits going. So we are going to get into these things and check them out. I will catch you once we're into the hives. Alright, let's see if we can get this started real quick here. So we're going to get into the hives. I talked to you a little bit already about what we did with the splits and why we're checking stuff. So
alright, today is day 9 after we did our split. And so we're getting in the hive today to check it, to see if they make queen cells on the frames. And if they do, then we'll separate them into different boxes and go from there. So, see what it looks like.
well, it's full of bees, which is a good thing. We definitely have a lot of bee activity here. That's a good sign to start with. We did not have bees leave back to the other hives. Good activity. The pollen patties probably half eaten, so that's also a good sign. We put bees in here on 4 frames, and they're on the 2 frames outside of that now, which is another good sign. I think we'll stay away from smoke for now. They're not real crazy active, so that's cool though, because most of these bees are all nurse bees, so they shouldn't have a whole lot of activity in the hive right now. We might be able to scoot them this way.
Yeah, I can pull this one out.
Can you get to it? Okay. So if we pull that, we'll just work everything that way. That was,
so this was a honey frame, right?
That was a honey frame.
There's bees on it.
Loaded with bees, still capped honey. So all they're really doing is looking at the honey on that frame. I don't think they're doing too much else. Got it? But that's why we put it in there, so that they had resources. So this will be frame 1 brood frame. Watch right here. Right here, queen cell. Go show the camera. We have, I'm going to just get these bees off of this real quick here, give it a nice close up. We have 1 queen cell on that frame, right in the middle. So that means our queen is not in this hive. They have started making queen cells, which is a great thing. So this is a queen cell right here. There she is. That is a definite queen cell.
Awesome.
So let's slide that back in and know where it's at right now. Nope. She's most likely not in this hive because they are making queen cells. So that's our first piece of great news.
Yep. Awesome, awesome. And on this backside, there's 2 cells back here that look like they
Could have been the start
could have
one,
been a
maybe.
start of a queen cell.
Anything, Dan?
No,
I definitely have nothing on this side, which is okay. We got 1 queen cell. That's, at least we have 1 queen cell, which means this split is staying a split.
Yep.
If we can find 1 more on one of these frames, we could get to a double. So, let's see where we're at here. Make sure we still have to keep our eye out for her, although there's a pretty good chance she's definitely not in here.
We looked at that last one very good.
No, I did, yeah. She's not in here. They wouldn't have made a queen cell.
Yeah.
I got nothing, dude.
No.
Okay. Last shot here. Last shot for a double split. If we don't find one on this frame, then this will become a single split, and we'll have to work on our next split in the next 2 to 3 weeks here. So.
Yep.
I have a queen cell.
I have 2 queen cells. 3 queen cells.
3? You're kidding me.
Nope.
Let me see. Oh, wow. 3 queen cells. Now, do we want to try a cutout? Well, no, because we don't have 2 hives to go into.
I mean, I can build the bottom one today. That's all I've got to do is just build the
But
bottom.
we'd have to cut one of these out,
Yep.
which is on the back side of those 2, which is very risky. Think? I'm gonna get a quick close up of that.
So on this side,
Come over here more. There you go.
there's a
So
queen
we've
cell
got one
over to the left.
right here. Let me get these bees out. That is 1 queen cell there. Hold this a little higher so the camera's coming up. And we have 3 queen cells over here. We have 2 right on top of one another. And then we've got this one right here. So we got 3 queen cells right there. So that's great news.
There's 3 queen cells on this side.
I'm just gonna get a few more close-up shots of this one. There's one of our queen cells.
And then
You
you
spin
this
that
side, you can see that other queen cell.
So we've got some great results from this. It looks like we will be able to at least accomplish a double split. We'll have to talk a little bit about whether we want to try and cut a queen cell off and onto another brood frame for a triple split. But right now, things are looking great. We should be able to get one of our splits done. So we will catch up to you after we talk about what we're going to do on that split. All right, we are going to try and cut a queen cell loose and get it on a new frame for Dan's hive. So we're going to get started on that. Where's my tool?
You just had it.
Did I?
Yeah. Okay, so with 5 queen cells, we're going to try and transfer one to another frame and start another hive. So we should have 3 splits total after this, and we should be in good shape. Hopefully all 3 of them, the queen is healthy and strong, and we'll see in a few days.
Any ideas, Dan?
What? I swear you just had it.
Huh?
I swear you just had it. Oh, I've got it. I've got 2 of them.
Alright.
We're going to need yours to cut because mine's all messed up.
Was it this one? That's the side with 3?
Yep. Oh, we got to move them. Got it.
We're gonna cut the one next to it, right?
Yeah.
Go. See if you can back up just a bit so I can see on. Go ahead. And I just cut way wide of that thing, dude. Yeah. Let's watch those two. Alright. So hit those two, man. Now just scoop way under it from this side. Alright. There you go. There you go. You got her. You got her. Watch those two. Got it? Okay, we've got a queen cell cut out. We have two others intact. They look good. I'm going to the other hive.
So this is the queen cell we just got out. And we're going to put that in another hive. And they're strong and healthy. We'll be back.
Alright, so here's where we're at. Huh? Yep, we've got a split pulled from here. We left one queen cell on this frame, and we're moving over to the other hive. Smoker is up by you on the grass. So we split Dan's hive out. We stole another brood frame, 2 brood frames from it. One's against the box right over there. So Dan's buttoning that up. We do have a split in this hive. We have the 3 left queen cups on the 3rd frame. 3rd frame from the top, if you're looking at the front entrance. We got plenty of bees in here. Those frames are packed out. I'm gonna get this sealed up and let this hive cool back down. Alright, they are in. I just need to get that front entrance reduced and we should be good to go with that hive. I will catch up with you here in a few seconds. There's the bee yard. Alright, so I'm going to give us a quick recap here. Let me just get my glove on real quick here. So, we are in my parents' backyard finishing up our splits. We got their hive there. It's just going gangbusters, but we're leaving that alone. So, like I started the video with today, we basically we're working on mine and Dan's splits from his hive, which you can see right here is just going full tilt right now. Just gangbusters. We split that hive last Tuesday, like I said at the beginning of the video. We put it in that hive back there. During our inspection today of this hive, we actually found 2 frames with queen cells. One frame had 1 queen cell, the other frame had 4 queen cells. So we left the 1 frame in here. We split the frame with 4 of them out into the flow hive, which is here now, and we actually pulled 1 queen cell off of that frame that you saw in the video. We did get that queen cell put on another frame. So this hive should be ready to split when those queen cells hatch. They will have 3 queens, so they'll have to figure out who rules. But that's a good thing. That means the numbers are in our favor. We took that 1 cell we split off, and we glued that to a frame. Basically, we used the honey to glue it to a frame. And those are now in Dan's 2nd new hive, right here. We did get 2 brood frames in there with it that we believe had eggs on them, so if for some reason that queen cell fails, hopefully she'll have a backup and they'll build a new queen cell. But when it went in the hive, it was spotless, untouched. Dan cut it out perfect. You saw that in the video. We did get it in there clean, so I think this thing's ready to go. Dan's going to build a bottom board for it And then we actually should accomplish 3 splits from one hive. So that's pretty awesome. Depending on how these 3 splits go and if they're successful, we are going to get back into Dan's hive one last time for a May split, and we're going to see how successful a May split works. It might even be better than the one we just did, but that would split and fill up Dan's 3rd hive. So he would end up with 3 hives this summer. I would end up with 2, all from one hive. That, of course, doesn't account for any natural splits coming from my mom and dad's hives. So we are rolling full tilt right now with 5 hives, possibly 6 when we're done. So I would say the split was an incredible success. Now we just need queens to hatch and start laying brood patterns. And then probably mid-May, we will try and cage those queens and mark them and get them back into their hives, and they'll be rolling full tilt. So hope you guys enjoyed that. That's how a successful hive split works. We will follow up with the queens after they hatch in about 2 to 3 weeks. We'll see you guys.